thanks for joining us. So, are you ready to shop for the perfect photographer for your wedding day? Photography is one of the most important and most exciting elements of your wedding, and it's really important that you get the right person. So stay tuned for some questions that you absolutely have to ask when you're meeting with photographers. I'm Michelle Peralta from Josie and Michelle Events.
Hello, everyone. My name is Michelle from Josie and Michelle Events, and we are happy that today you will know those questions that nobody told you, but we are going to tell you what exactly you don't need to miss out when you want to hire a photographer. So, Michelle, take it over.
Yep, happy to start. Now, before you actually ask these questions, I'm going to assume that you did your homework, you went online, you already saw that the photographers that you're interested in are experienced in weddings. They are showing the style that you like, whether it's very artsy, very traditional, very modern, something about it really speaks to you. That's obviously very important. And a lot of our couples today ask us, these people that you're recommending, are they on Instagram? Are they on TikTok? Whatever is important to you, I'm sure you're checking out to see how active these people are and what they're doing. Once you've done all of that, first question that I like to ask is, are you the main photographer and who's on your team that day? The reason we ask this is because some companies, and obviously not all, but some companies have a massive amount of people working for them. You meet with somebody in your appointment, they book you, you think you're getting that person, then your wedding day is approaching and you start speaking to somebody else. And that's not the best experience. And maybe you're okay with that, but at the very least, you want to make sure that you know that and there are no surprises from the beginning. So make sure you ask, are you going to be there? Are you the main person? Who else is going to be there? That's my number one question.
Very important. That I'm just going to add to that. If you know the whole company, some companies have different photographer that has the same style. So not because the person you're talking is not able to do your wedding, that doesn't mean that it's not going to be great, but it is important that you ask that question, absolutely. So one question that is very important, we noticed that this is not asked, is ask the photographer, how do they manage to photograph in different lighting? For example, different time of the day, if it's indoor, the up lighting that they use. And this is because you don't know this, you don't think of it, but sometimes the lighting cannot have the effect you want after the wedding. And you want to make sure to ask this just before so they understand exactly the vision you're looking for.
Yes. Now, my question number 3 that I like to ask a photographer is, what details do you like to capture on the day of? This is kind of like a trick question almost. Every photographer is going to have an answer to this, but what you're looking for here is what's important to you. You have that in the back of your mind. And does their answer come close to what you're thinking? So for example, we worked with so many wonderful photographers, and we find some of them are very people focused. Some of them are very focused on the details. Some people will just say, like, we're going to get everything that's on your list, and I'll see all these gorgeous images of earrings and shoes and your handbag and an escort card, and I don't have a picture of the whole room. And we want to see all of it. So it's very important to hear what's in your photographer's mind, what is part of their routine, what they think is special, and that it matches what your expectations are. So definitely ask about those detail shots.
My next one will be, so you are not used to be in camera the whole time. And you do want to look and feel as most natural as possible. And so you can ask them, what tips you have for us to be comfortable in front of the camera? You want to make sure that before the wedding day, so you don't actually have to think how to pose, how to smile. They can offer you different tips on how to be comfortable on the camera on your wedding day, so you don't even have to worry about that.
Such a good question, because guess what? You don't realize that you're not comfortable in front of a camera until there's a camera in your face. And I think so many of us, and this has happened to me so many times, we get really inspired, especially by those Pinterest photos, and then it's your time to take that photo and you feel super awkward. So great question. My next question is, if you have religious or cultural elements that are part of your wedding and you feel that those are really important, ask your photographer if they have experience capturing them. Sometimes you'll come across a photographer that you absolutely love, the work is just right for you, and maybe you can continue to work with that person even if they don't have the experience. But if they don't have the experience and you still think you want to work with them, that's an opportunity for you to explain, this is what's going to happen. This is what my family does. This is what we do, in my church, in my temple, wherever it is, and make sure they understand all of those aspects and what needs to be captured. That way you can avoid any disappointment later.
True. Very good. Very good. And my last one will be ask them, because usually you get so excited with the work. If you love them, you already love their style. They start showing you their work for all the portfolios, and you fall in love with them. They're going to talk to you about albums and all that. But it's something very, very important. Ask them, when will I receive my photos? And I tell you this in personally, a recent event that I did, basically, I didn't ask this. And then I have somebody else, my husband, on my side asking, like, when are the photos coming? When are the photos coming? When are the photos coming? And, it is very important. So you don't get anxious waiting for this. And also the photographer doesn't feel as pressure that you asking all the time. So that way, more or less when the photos are gonna come, and also ask them what format are they gonna provide the photos. They're gonna talk to you about different format. A good photographer will absolutely let you know this. But if for some reason you feel like you need to know, what format do I receive my photos, have that together. When will I receive my photo?
That's right. So those are all of our questions. We want to make sure that you ask them, but also, final tip, don't forget to meet with them in person or at least on camera. You are going to spend so much time with these people on the day of your special event, whether it's your wedding or another celebration. They're going to be around your family. They're going to see all the good and all the bad and all the crazy. So you want to make sure that they feel like a friend to you. You want to make sure that you're excited to see them. That is really how you're going to know if you're hiring the right photographer. So best wishes, guys. If you have more questions, you're welcome to reach out to us, whether it's on Instagram or on YouTube. We're Josie Michelle Events. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon.
Bye, guys.